Alright, so I'm back with another cast video. This time we're going to be taking out the SU-24M. Of course, this was also added at 11.3 last update. I guess the main difference is between this thing and the Harrier is that this plane has an afterburner and I guess is a bit faster when it comes to moving around the place. On the other hand, it doesn't have access to any thermals, so yeah, that's not exactly too nice. But it's still pretty usable just because of how fast it is and how good the optics are, even without thermals. Alright, for our next battle, we're here on RLC. I just killed two guys right there. There's another one on the point. I think that looks like a Type 90 though. So yeah, it's not too great. Luckily we have like 3 tanks here, so he's gonna have to go after one of us. There we go, got his autoloader now, so he has 1 round of ammunition left. And that means that I can just, there we go, fairly push him just like that. And run onto the capture zone. And hopefully get enough spawn points to spawn in the SU-24. That guy just died there. That's not so good. Probably from over here. So we'll just have to kind of annoy this guy. And there we go. The annoying was successful. And oh, there's a guy right there. Got his breach red. So that's good. And oh, okay. Well, I guess you can shoot with red breaches or something. His barrel's also dead. I mean, that's no problem because I can spawn on this thing here. I'm only going to take a laser guided weapon just because I've had a really bad experience with the fire and forget ones. So yeah, there we go. Let's just spawn in here, set the target point. That's not where my mouse was, but you know what, it's fine. And see if they have any SPAA. So right there is their one spawn. Here is their other. That guy does not look too nice. That looks like an AA. So we're gonna have to go after him. Oh yeah, that's definitely an AA. So there we go. Let's just get within range. Into 10 kilometers. There we go. I'll launch a KH-25, and then we're just going to slowly go off to the side here. Make sure that our sight still sees him, and yeah, we should be good if all goes well. Not sure if he knows that a missile has been sent at him, but we should be alright. There we go. There's a Chieftain Marksman, not exactly the most deadliest of targets. If anything, I should have maybe not shot at him, because I don't really plan on going into range of anyone. But yeah, it is what it is. Usually what I do is I spawn in and turn away, just so that, you know, I can gain a bit of altitude and speed, but today I didn't really feel like it. Gonna probably turn back around now to go after someone else. There's a hit marker right there. This was someone on the C point. Or there was someone on the C point, maybe not anymore. And oh, that's the wrong key. We're going to just, okay, that guy has popped smoke, so I don't really feel like going after him. And there's one guy here though, so maybe I'll help out my friendly light tank by sending a missile over there. And we're just going to gain a bit of altitude now, just so that yeah, we stay out of range of any IRSMs. Alright, now in the kill feed I saw a Gepard that has stingers. Stingers are pretty dangerous, but when I'm, like I said, high altitude, they're not as like deadly. I do see... Oh, that's not what I wanted. Where was that hit marker? It doesn't seem to be anyone dangerous there. And I don't see anybody on the B point. Don't really know what's going on there. But there is someone here, so maybe I'll just... oh wait, I can't. Launch the bomb, there we go. Let's just do that. And then go right back up to high altitude. Because I've locked somebody here. Looks like a Kubo Blitz. Oh, he died. Okay, well, looks like we would have or we wasted that bomb there. But you know what? Since the enemy team's kind of already all died, maybe I'll have to go a bit aggressively here to get myself a couple more kills. We're going to load up the KH-25s. Just point that in the general direction there. Launch it. And then lock afterwards. There we go. 3 more seconds. Wonderful. And then we'll just depart the battlefield. Alright, well, was that a VFW? Oh, no it wasn't. It was a Zerstörer 45. He's dead now. Don't know what happened to the guy over here. I did see an enemy there. But I think this game is basically over now because our team's completely, or they're kind of already in their spawn. Alright, so I've positioned myself here a bit to the side of the battlefield just so that, yeah, the enemies don't really expect me too much, although they have a radar somewhere, so that's something to just keep in mind. Unfortunately, don't really know where their spawn is. See one guy right there, but he's a bit far away. So I won't go for him for now. That's probably their spawn right there, actually. And that looks like an AA, maybe? I don't know. I'm just going to lock him up right here, make sure to have the KH-29 loaded, and it looks like a cloud gets in our way. So maybe I do actually have to just use the conventional KH-25 here. Just quickly launch that. And then, yeah, we'll just go up high again. Something else spawned behind him. Doesn't look to be an AA though, so I'm probably fine. Right now, I think I'll just, yeah, kind of chill all the way up here. And wonderful, it wasn't ADATS. He, I don't know, didn't really feel like locking me or something, but he's dead now, so that's the good news. Unfortunately for me, he might spawn in a backup just because that's how ADATS players are. So, yeah, I'll have to kind of cruise here at high altitude and watch the spawns just in case he decides to bring something else. Alright, well, it looks like someone else spawned in ADATS there, so of course he can't really stay alive for too long. He's going to go after friendly helicopters right now. Hopefully he's out of spawn protection, because if he's not, then I'm going to get problems, but there we go, wonderful. He is dead, and we don't really have to worry about him anymore, so we can just disengage again. This gameplay is not exactly the best. I'm still getting used to this plane, how it kind of flies. Hopefully it is somewhat entertaining for you guys, but yeah, I'm really cautious in this thing since it doesn't really have the best of weapons, I find. Alright, so this time I'm gonna try a laser guided bomb on the point. There's actually a lot of people right there. I don't really know who to go after. Probably the Abrams, because the other two tanks look to be very like lightly armored. And oh, that's a missile coming towards me. Well, it's not too good. I don't really know from where. I see a plane behind me though, so that's not great. Does it enable laser now? How do I do that? I don't know. Not really letting me enable a laser. I hear a missile right behind me actually, so that's not too great. So I'll just have to run away for now. Is there a laser keybind? I don't know actually. Toggle laser, okay, maybe I should have done that then. There's the missile that was tracking me, and yeah, now I kind of just have to run away, because I think he shot an AIM-9L at me. When I spawn in, I always disable the missile alert warning or the automatic flare dispensing, just because it uses way too much in my opinion, and yeah, sometimes the MAW gets triggered without like a missile actually being near it. It can be like a flare or something that triggers it. Sometimes it's not really too reliable. But anyway, it's time to loop back around now. Don't really see anybody. Guess on the B point, he might... No, he seems fine actually, but there's this guy right here. So I may just actually load up a KH-29 on him. That's not locked him. Okay, never mind then. Then I will just launch a conventional KH-25. The KH-25, I really don't know how it works, because it hasn't really been... Is that a Sturmpanzer? That is. I just wasted a KH-25 on a Sturmpanzer. Yes, okay. Very well, I guess that's how it'll be. Don't really know where the enemies are. I mean, right now, we've got both points. under our control, so that's good. Only have 11 minutes of fuel left, so we're gonna have to watch that as well. And I've also lost a lot of speed and altitude, so that's also not exactly great. I'm gonna have to, I guess, watch that missile. That's one thing I can do, so let's just run away now. Shouldn't be able to reach me. It doesn't have a sustainer as far as I know. So that's good. We know which spawn it came from. We know roughly from where it came from. So we can try and re-engage right now, actually, because I think we're far enough. Don't know what it was. Maybe a stinger. Probably a stinger. Seemed a bit too automatically guided for a Roland or something. So I'll just kind of scan this area here now. Oh, there we go. There he is. I don't, no idea what that is though. So maybe I'll actually load up a page 25 there and just run away. Did it just lock the missile? I think it did. But I'm just gonna run away now because there's no reason for me to stay here. And we just have to keep maneuvering now, out of the way of the stinger that's tracking me. There we go. There it explodes. And we should be safe unless he spawns in a backup, which they always usually do. We still have quite a lot of people left, so yeah, it's definitely not going to be too easy. I also have a radar missile coming towards me now. So yeah, I might not survive this one here. I'm a bit too slow. And I don't think there's enough distance for me to run away from him. Or maybe there is, I don't know. Yeah, we're just going to start maneuvering now. And the missile. Yeah, no, that's not tracking me. So that's good. That's a manually guided missile though. Probably maybe an XM875. So definitely something to be very careful about. Only have 6 minutes of fuel. Maybe I'll have to try and lob a cab at him. Or something. Or maybe my KA-50 friend might get him, but I don't think that'll happen. Alright, well, bomb is away. His missile is also away, though, so that's not too good. It looks like it'll miss. My targeting pod is not tracking him, so that's not good. Yeah, there we go. We'll just lock him right there again. I'm still not sure if it's actually tracking him or not. That did hit me there. That's not great. So hopefully the bomb's still going to follow, but yeah, I'm definitely not gonna survive this one here. Alright, so I'm back here in the sky, and I guess I'll give the Cage 29 another try. But yeah, these have been really not too great for me. What tank is that? I don't know. Looks like could be a Puma, so I don't think I'll shoot that actually. And instead, maybe I'll go for this guy right here. There we go, it's actually properly tracking him. And that is also properly tracking. Hopefully those will hit though, because I did launch them a bit late. But yeah, we'll see. Maybe I should have also launched a laser-guided missile. But there we go, there's one guy, there's two guys, they were both Pumas. So yeah, that's good. Like, I don't think the Puma actually has an active protection system, just a passive one. So that's why I didn't really thought or think it would be a good idea to shoot at him or shoot at the one before. But anyway, let's just gain a bit more altitude now. Probably strike down people down in that, not really cavern, but in that place right there where my red marker is. Although there's actually an AA, so that's probably something that I have to look at first. I'll just load up, maybe I'll actually load up a fire and forget bomb on him if I can find him. It doesn't feel like tracking him, so yeah. That is a bit of a problem you always have. This guy probably doesn't see me, so we'll just effortlessly get rid of him just like that. And then hope that he doesn't spawn in a backup, which is what SBA players usually do. Alright, well, it looks like this plane here wants to try and kill me. I'll just go right where my SBAs are. It's just that they'll have a bit of an easier time shooting him. We have, I think, one Roland and one Antelope. I think the Antelope is better at close range, so I'll make sure to go nice and close for my friendlies here. Hopefully they do actually shoot him. It doesn't look like they are, so that's not great. That it isn't exactly what I hoped would happen. But I guess we'll try and go back, I guess. Looks like it's a MiG-21. Maybe. Don't quite know. But I'll just go right back to my SBAA here. Just so that they can have another chance at shooting him when he's flying in a straight line. There we go. Just flare that. And, oh, sadly, it looks like his missile ignored my flares, and my SBA is also completely ignoring him, so, yeah, that's not exactly too great. Alright, so I'm back here, this time on cargo port. Only one enemy spawn, so it should be easier to just spot the SPA when they spawn in. Just saw that guy right there. And there's also another friendly SU-24. Although it doesn't look like he has any guided weaponry on board. So we're going to first target that leopard right there, because leopards are dangerous. And afterwards, I'll see what I'll do. Get a bit closer here, just because I don't really trust the KH-29s to be able to track him. Okay, I think that properly tracked him there. Don't know what shot a missile there. I think that was the friendly SU-24. But just in case, I'll just leave the battle area here so that I don't get shot by anybody. Alright, well, once again we have the case where the KH-29 doesn't want to lock any enemies. There's also an enemy plane above us, but he's a bit too high for me, so I'm just going to ignore him for now. And just watch him in case he tries to do anything funny to me. Alright, well, I'll just lock that HSTVL there and then climb right back up into the sky. Don't think he'll survive this one. What's this plane right here? Ooh, that's a good part with stingers. Alright, well, let's climb here as much as possible so that he'll have, or his missile will have a bit of a harder time going after me. Don't want to make that mistake again. And I'll just mark him right there, just to remember where he is. And yeah, maybe we'll whip back around now. Maybe I'll give the fire and forget bomb a chance again, but honestly I don't really trust it. Half of the time I don't know if it actually locks him or if it locks the ground behind him. Maybe you guys in the comments can tell me how this bomb or how the KH-29 also works, because I can't really get it to work. There we go, it's it's locked. Not the ground behind again, so yeah, I don't really know how that works, so we're just going to lob a conventional bomb at him instead, and we should be good. 4 seconds till impact. Oh, it might miss. Ah, it did miss, yeah, I launched it too late, so I guess it couldn't really maneuver on time. I think the US bombs are better at gliding than the Russian ones. That guy doesn't seem very friendly. Maybe this time I can use the fire and forget bomb on him. Oh wait, no, that's a friendly. Don't know why it didn't highlight that for me. But yeah, we'll just send a KH-25 there. At that Frakrat. Is he out of spawn protection? No, he isn't. Okay. Well, that's unfortunate. Alright, well, I'll just use my last bomb here on that, what is it, Leopard PSO. There we go. And yeah, I'll just leave the area now. That Harrier tried to shoot an 8-man-L at me. Good thing I have the missile alert warning to let me know that there's a missile coming. Honestly, I'm really not that good at dogfights, but we might as well give it a try now since the game is basically over, so it doesn't really matter what happens now. Alright, well, there you have it. I mean, the SU-24 is actually quite fun. The KH-29s and the Cab 500 KREs, I still don't know how they work, or at what distance they work, because sometimes they do feel like tracking the target, other times they don't. As far as I know, they're both IR guided. Oh no, this is TV guided. Okay, maybe not then. TV, let's go look at the Mavericks real quick. These are... Where are they? These are IR guided. Okay, so I guess there's contrast dependent, so maybe if they don't contrast too much with the ground, then, or have a different contrast to the ground, then they're a bit harder to lock. So maybe that's how they work. Or that's how they don't work, I guess. Anyway, hopefully you have enjoyed this video here. Let me know what loadouts you guys use on the SU-24. What would you use? Because I mean, this loadout's okay, but sometimes it is a bit frustrating, so suggestions are always appreciated. Anyway, thank you for having watched this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye!